Hey you guys, I'm back. Today we're almost getting to the end of May, so I wanted to do one last video about mental health and mental health awareness. This one is kind of a tough one, so pay close attention. A lot of times I talk about what we should do, being in the field of mental health and behavioral health. I talk about a lot of do's, but this one is a don't. Um, and I commonly see this. This don't spiritually shame people when they are having mental health issues. Sometimes people are having symptoms of signs of mental health issues. They may be experiencing anxiety. They might be experiencing a panic attack, a compulsive disorder, a social anxiety, being in large social groups. They might be having a phobia. All of these are like kind of common illnesses that fall under mental health disorder. They may have signs of restlessness, fatigue, nausea, sweating, sleep disturbances, tension in their muscles. It can be a lot of different signs and symptoms of anxiety, but you never want to tell someone that may be experiencing this, you just don't have faith in God. You know, you're a Christian. You cannot be experiencing anxiety. You're a Christian. You can't be suicidal. It really doesn't help the situation. People will try to shame people and say, well, if you believe in God, you shouldn't have these symptoms or these signs. You shouldn't be depressed. You know, and they'll quote the scripture, God doesn't want us to have a spirit of fear, but of sound mind. And I do believe that that is correct. But our bodies are made wonderfully and uniquely. And we have certain systems in our bodies that regulate us, that signal to us that something is going wrong. And we're going to talk about adrenaline, your adrenaline glands. What those do, they give you extra energy, extra strength when you feel like your life is in danger. If you feel like something is about to happen, you feel your life is in danger, those hormones help to protect you. Either you're going to fight or you're going to flight. Fight or flight. So that is what happens when you feel like your life is in danger, or something bad is going to happen, or that the life of a loved one is in danger. You know, your adrenaline goes really high, but it's placed in you to help you during the times that you are in danger. But what is happening right now, we are very overly stimulated. We're constantly stimulated throughout the day, through social media, through the news, through our surroundings, that something bad is going to happen. We're constantly being driven to be in fear of our life, to be in fear of our jobs, to be in fear of our health, to be in fear that something bad is going to happen to our loved ones. So we are overly stimulated. And so that causes a person to have anxiety. It doesn't have anything to do with the fact that they're Christian or that they believe in God. They may be just overly stimulated, or going through something, or processing something, or believing something that's causing them to worry, something that's in their environment, you know, that's causing them to fear. We're very stimulated every day, all day. Either some tragedy is coming on through bad weather. We look at the news and something is going on with the president. We're in a recession. People are losing jobs. People are losing their homes. It's so many different things that people are going through. And it's unfair to tell them, oh, you just don't have faith in God, when that's not true. What we should do instead is try to provide some support and encouragement. I always say, go to your job, to your EAP, if you have that. Go to your primary care doctor and tell them what's going on, and they can give you a referral. You can go on Google and find in your area mental health clinics. You can go to the emergency room. You can look on Google. You can use all these resources to find support, to help manage your anxiety. We all need help managing our anxiety. We are getting stimulated. all the time. Something is about to happen, something big, so I just wanted to end the month with that word of encouragement, and as something to do instead of something not to do instead of something to do. When someone comes to you and they're confiding in you, that is a privilege. That is something that's sacred. They're being very vulnerable. They don't need to be judged at that time. You shouldn't be judging them and making them feel worse. So,